then once I get out here and start working on them, get into a rhythm and stuff, then I remind myself why I like it. And then have customers come over if it's on a weeknight, on a weekend, whatever the case may be, and sharing hunting stories and just being able to help people out. If they have a problem with their bow, just being able to know what to do and be able to help them out and to get them to where they're shooting the best that they can, their equipment's the best that it can be. That does a lot. That speaks volumes for myself. It makes me feel good that I'm able to help people and do that. For me, it was, I'm only a second generation hunter. My dad was the first one in his family to really start hunting. His dad really didn't do much with them, so when he was growing up, he kind of bought his own bow and started going out and hunting, started shooting competitive a little bit and stuff like that. And then when I was growing up, I started hunting with my dad, just going out with him. I was probably 5, 6 years old. I'd just sit in his lap and we'd sit on the ground and do whatever. And when I was 8, it was when I killed my first deer, and that was with a rifle. And by the time I think I was like 10, maybe 11, I had a real bow, not just kind of like a Walmart bow, but I think it was like a Browning Micro -3. It was for a youth bow at the time. It was still a piece of junk back then. When I was 11 was the first time I killed something with a bow. I killed a hog with a bow, and it was a game changer. Everybody will tell you, once you kill something with a bow, sometimes you don't go back, or a lot of times you don't go back. And so for me, I was that guy. I was I'm never going back. I mean, I'll still gun hunt here and there, but it's just, there's no comparison to killing something with a bow. Just getting close and being able to see the animal up close and hear them, and you have to check your wind a little bit more, watch how concealed you are. It's exhilarating, and there's nothing like the sound of shooting something with a bow. My dad, when I started bow hunting, he always piddled around with arrows. That was his thing, because where I grew up, which is here, we didn't have any archery shops anywhere near us. I think the closest shop that we had was over in Tampa. So it was an hour-and-a-half drive just to go down there, and so we're like, for arrows and stuff like that, just what's the point in driving all the way down there? So he bought an arrow saw, bought a fletching jig. I actually still have that same fletching jig sitting on the bench right now. I guess it stood the test of time. And then he started just putting arrow wraps on and changing the colors of the fletchings, and he kind of showed me how to do a lot of that. And from there, it was, it was just kind of interesting, because I took pride in my work. I had my own personal touches to it. It wasn't just the arrows that I bought off of the shelf that were the same. I could put an arrow wrap that said exactly what I wanted it to. Now, for me, the biggest reason why I like to hunt, I guess if I had to just say it in one sentence, it'd be it's to get away from everything, because most of us working out in the world, being around all kinds of people, good and bad, any job site I go on to, everybody's crying and complaining about something, and then usually after a while it kind of burns me out. I get in a negative mood, and just it's get fed up, I guess, is just the best way to put it. And this is one of the biggest things I like about hunting. And forget the bow hunting aspect of it. Just the hunting in general is just being out in the woods, being out in God's creation. For one, it's just get away from the city and from the noise, and just being out there, just quiet time. Because I live a busy life. I bet the past 10 years, I can't remember the last time we went to the store and bought beef. We always just use venison as a substitute. So much better for you. But I don't use that as my justification for going out there, because oh my gosh, it'd be a lot cheaper for me just to go to the store and just go buy beef. I mean, sure, it definitely makes it better, and it's rewarding. Like for me right now, the past 2 years of being able to go out and, since 2010, going out to Colorado every year to elk hunt, almost every year to elk hunt. In the past 2 years, I've been able to come home successful. there's nothing like being out in nature to me. It's therapy, I guess, is the way that I would look at it. Because like I said, it's a crazy world out there. And going out in the woods and spending time in God's creation, getting away from everything. There's nothing that can replace it. It gives me a lifetime of memories with my friends, with my family, and I wouldn't know what to do without it. I know for me, that's part of who I am. Anybody that knows me knows that I love to bow hunt. They know, Clint likes to work on bows, and he loves to bow hunt. I don't even know if I think he owns the guns. He always talks about carrying them, but I don't think I've ever seen one, you know. But that's who I am. It has been for as long as I could, as long as I can remember, having really good memories is, you know, it's been part of my life. You know, so in a nutshell, that's who I am. I'm Clint Gregory. I'm a husband. I'm a bow hunter. It's what I like. It's what I want to do.